Hello and welcome to all you Geminis. Here is your monthly horoscope for July of 2021. A small, short, concise, precise video of what is going on in the sky for the month of July, specifically when you have a sun, a moon, or especially an ascendant in Gemini. What this is all about. Take what resonates, of course, because these are general horoscopes. So it's impossible that this would be true for every single Gemini, but it is the flavor. And no eclipses now, right? In your sign, no eclipses this month. No full squares going on, although there is a T-square going on. I'll talk about it in a minute. But on the whole level, it's a way more gentler energy. And especially for the Geminis, because the things that are a bit tougher, which is the first week of the month, is more tough for the fixed signs. And you're not a fixed sign, you're a mutable sign. So what do I want to talk about? First of all, your ruler getting away from Neptune for the third time on the 7th. That's good news. Then I'm going to talk about Mars and Venus activating the Uranus-Saturn square. Then I'm going to talk about Mars and Venus conjunction, which is lovely. It happens every year and a half or so, that Mars and Venus, the lovers, so to speak, they come together. And for you, it's quite nice because it sextiles your energy. It's quite amazing, actually. And then Jupiter goes back into Aquarius, which is also nice for you because it's a fellow air sign. So quite a lot of good energies, except for the first week, it's a bit more stressful. Let's talk about that first. So why is that? Because the Uranus-Saturn square is all about change. And we feel it even stronger, not only when it's exact, but also when faster planets are activating it, which is the case. Because at the first 2 days of the month, it's Mars opposing Saturn. So it wants to go forward. It's slowed down by Saturn and it squares up to Uranus. So it wants new things, but it's slowed down by Saturn. Very frustrating energy, to say the least. And then Venus is doing the same. So you've got that energy up until like the 10th of the month. That is a bit frustrating. We want to do things. We want to go forwards in life. And it's not really happening, or it's slowed down, especially those 10 days. And for you, it's not on a key area of life, thank God, but it's on a communication level. It's in your third house, and the third house is a mind house. So it's about communication that can be stopped, slowed down. When you're having a business, it could mean that it is a bit more frustrating, so that there is a lot more of you that is demanded there. When you are traveling, especially short trips, it could be some delays there with the Saturn blocking it from the 9th house to your 3rd house. Not that it's not going to happen, but just make sure that there could be some delays happening. Also the way that you communicate, sometimes you say something and other people are just annoyed by that, and so you have to dim yourself a little bit. It's like, I want to say it, but I can't because of circumstances, and that is of course frustrating energy. So keep that in mind for the beginning of the month. And around the 7th of the month, then you have your ruler Mercury in your own sign of Gemini that is out of its shadow. That means clarity. And that is out of that Neptune square, which also means clarity. So, and Mercury is in your sign. This shows that around the 7th, you are going to be way more clear about yourself, your goals, your visions, everything in life. Because it's the first house is your life part. It's not only your physical body, it's also your part, it's your relationship with significant people, it's your destination and whatnot. So this is a significant day. Around the 7th, the 8th, you're going to feel that more clarity comes. And then on the 13th to 14th, boom, Mars-Venus conjunction in Leo. Wow, that is amazing. That is some amazing stuff happening that has to do with the heart chakra. So feeling good, Mars and Venus together in the 3rd house of your mind. So you could be really falling in love. I mean, we fall in love, of course, that's a feeling, but the mind is there as well, isn't it? So for some of you, it could really mean having a very lovely day, having a good conversation, a very lovely, heartening conversation with someone. Or you, when you are doing some sort of a speech, or you have to be dealing with some communication towards people, this is a splendid day. People going to be really inspired by you. It could mean also a very fun day with siblings. That is amazing and heartening. So plan that around the 13th, 14th of the month. If you can, of course. It could be a short trip that you're doing as well around that day. It's going to be one of the best days ever with Mars-Venus conjunction. And the frustration, you will soon forget it, whatever it was for you. So that is quite a lovely energy. It is very fast though, but you're gonna feel it the 13th, 14th, and then onwards even. That communication with siblings can be way more heartening, with neighbors as well, people in the neighborhood. And if you have your own business, it could mean that advertising and so on is really blocked in the beginning of the month, and then after the 13th or the 12th, 13th of the month, there is some major explosion there on your marketing. If you do some marketing stuff, it's very good, very creative. Mars and Venus together can make someone very creative. So if you want to update your website or you want to launch something, do it then around the 13th and the 14th. It's very great energy to have. Now, what else? Jupiter goes back into Aquarius at the very end of the month, which is around the 29th of the month. And that is your 9th house. That is good. So for those of you because the 9th house has to do with long distance travel, it has to do with learning, teaching, publishing, even establishing, for instance, a YouTube channel. I see that as well, connections sometimes with, many times actually, with the 9th house. And I think that is because I've observed that. And that is because you are reaching people all over the world with all different languages, which is a lot of 9th house stuff. So if you want to do that, there is a very good energy for you coming up at the end of the month, and then up until the end of the year even, that Jupiter is going to be there expanding that 9th house. So very good for philosophy, learning astrology, learning something that has to do with metaphysical side of life, or that connects all the dots. It's a very beautiful energy to do that. Or you're deciding to pick up a study again. That could mean that as well. Or it is possible for you to travel again, long distance at the very end of the month, which is, kind of fitting in with a lot of countries, right? So all in all, quite an amazing month for you. Keep that in mind. A bit frustrating at the beginning. A bit of unclarity before the 7th, yes, about yourself and where you're standing. But that is just 1 week and it's just temporary. Having said that, I wish you a very good month, dear Geminis. Thank you so much for listening and all the best. And see you back next month. Bye-bye.